Okay, hello and welcome to Random Commentary number 15 with me, One Exploits, and you whoever you may be. And today I'm just going to go over my thoughts on Skyrim about a month after release. Unfortunately I haven't been able to play as much as I would have liked to, which would have been hundreds of hours, but I've been able to play about 40 hours so far. It is the 10th of December today, so what I've played of it so far, my opinion of it, which I was asked to give, so that's what I'm doing. Well, so far I've not really done the main quest, which I do want to do. I plan to do that next in my Let's Play, after completing the Dark Brotherhood quest line. I played through a lot of the Dark Brotherhood quest line on my other character because I couldn't wait to play through that, basically. I really wanted to see what was up ahead. I've got quite far into it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I won't say what actually happens, but it is very, very like the same guy who wrote the quest for the Oblivion Dark Brotherhood wrote the quest for the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood, so it is very epic. It's got that same epic feel to it. It still is probably my favourite quest line in Oblivion, as well as in Skyrim so far, but I haven't really done much in Skyrim apart from the Dark Brotherhood quest line and some odd quests on the side. I suppose I've done some of the main quest. I mean, I haven't gone to High Hrothgar yet. High Hrothgar, is that it? Still have to do that, and then yeah, get all that sorted out. I'll just go over some things I like and some things I dislike about Skyrim. I mean, I think Oblivion in many ways is better than Skyrim because the interface is better. The interface is much better, so hopefully there's a mod. I haven't actually looked through the mods yet. I have to have a look through them. Something that could sort out the inventory, because it's too fidgety, it's too fiddly. It's just, you have to go through everything, and that's what makes it boring. That's what some people are complaining about. Yeah, I can understand that completely. Like, just sitting through menus and menus is just not good. And in Oblivion it was much easier. You just open up your inventory, and it had a lot of different sections, so you knew exactly where you were going and how to get what you needed, I thought. I like the favourite thing in Skyrim. Like, you can favourite stuff, that's good. And I like the fact that you can easily number 1 to 9. But the fact is that if you equip 2 fire spells, like if I have my fire spells on 5, and I have to hit 5 twice to get 2 fire spells for some reason, I don't see any way to get both at once. But maybe there is a way to do that. I haven't found. And then if I go back and press 2 for my weapons, I'll only get 1 weapon out. And if I press 2 again, I'll get another weapon out. The left hand. On my right hand, instead of getting the left hand out in my left hand, I've still got like a fire spell on this hand in my left hand, and that really pisses me off. That is just not good at all. I mean, there should be a way around that. Maybe, I don't know if you could number. I tried that. I think I tried numbering the left hand weapon, which was set up for the left hand 3, and then the right hand weapon for 2. But he ended up just getting it out in his right hand again, which is just, what the hell? This is one-handed weapons, yeah. So, I mean, it's been assigned to the left hand. It should stay the left hand. It should be able to lock. There should be a lock feature where you could lock in. That should be on my left hand. That should be on my right hand. So I'm not getting it out constantly in my right hand. That's one little minor quirk that I don't like. The environments in Skyrim are beautiful, no doubt about that. They're just really, some of them are photorealistic, really nice. And there's even some mods that can even improve it even more by increasing the shadow. Yeah, it's quite wintry though. Yeah, very wintry. Obviously, it's Skyrim. It's up north. It's northern. It's nice to see that for a change. But I think I still do prefer the Oblivion environments. I mean, if they'd been updated to that sort of engine, that would be amazing. Because I love all the colours that were in Oblivion. I mean, Skyrim's a lot duller in some respects, but it is. I mean, the water effects are amazing and everything, and I love seeing the big, massive mountains and stuff. and the open caves. It's very natural and not like Oblivion where you had doors, just random doors. Although you do have some doors, but they make sense because they're like for mines. And I like that. A lot of the stuff in Skyrim makes actual sense. It's like if you have a mine, you'll have miners there. You'll have people working there. You'll have maybe bandits who've encroached on the area and taken it over. Or you'll have, if you have a wood block somewhere, there'll be people working at that. There'll be a wood mill. There's like a reason for everything. Like if you have a farm, you'll have farmers out doing their farming. So it's very organic, a lot more organic than Oblivion was. Although you did have people doing working with the hoe and stuff in Oblivion. But this is just taking it to another level, I suppose. So that's good. And another thing I like is the shout system is very good, but I keep forgetting to use it. It's just a simple Z, like in Witcher 2 you had to hit Z for your wolf medallion, so you could see what to pick up. But in this one you have to hit Z for your shouts. I like the shout system that you have to kill a dragon to get the soul to activate a shout. So far I've only got 3 shouts, like, but they're all very useful. Like one reduces armor and weakens an opponent's health, which is very useful for like fighting hard enemies. Like I don't think dragons are that hard. That's one criticism I have. Although I could turn the difficulty up. I did that and died a lot more. So that's the good thing about Skyrim as well. It's, I don't know if it's the fact that there's no level scaling that it's harder, or it's just like generally harder. But I think it might just be because of the level scaling makes it that bit harder. So when you get up in the levels, you probably want to crank that difficulty up because it will get a lot easier, I'm sure. Because a lot of the creatures would be lower level than you unless you're way up in the mountains. That's kind of how it works. Although there are some exceptions, like giants roaming about, or just kick your ass basically until you're, I don't know what level you'd have to be to kick their ass. Probably level 30 odd. That's funny. Some of the things in Skyrim are very funny, like the physics, like pushing the cart about, and then the giant that hits you and smashes you and you flying in the air. That was all found out in the first day, basically. Yeah, but they thought it was a glitch. I don't think it is a glitch. It's just like a funny feature, just to make something memorable. I guess it's like there's so many things in the game, and what sticks out? A giant hitting you with a stick, and you flying 10 million miles in the air. That's funny. I like the way that they implemented so many mod features from the modding community. So the modding community have a lot to be thanked for bringing into Skyrim, because what we have is the kill system is very reminiscent of Deadly Reflexes. And then Alive Waters also, you have the clear water with fish in it that you can catch, which is similar to Alive Waters. It introduced like a lot of sea wildlife, as well as the ability to see through the water, which you couldn't do without the mod in Oblivion. So that's nice also. What else? Yeah, I like the magic system. It's a lot better than Oblivion's magic system, and the effects obviously, because it's a better engine. Is it? Can't remember the name of the engine, but it's totally new engine. And I like the physics in it, although it is quite ragdolly. But it's better than Oblivion's mod or engine, definitely. Yeah. I like blasting dragon bones about with your fireball. If you have a more powerful fireball spell, it'll work better than the fish or the fish roda. It actually blasts things further back than it, which is odd because fish roda or fus. I only have fus at the minute, but you can upgrade it to fish roda. Fus only seems to knock them back a couple of centimeters, if that. And fireball, if you have a decent fireball spell, it'll knock them back for like, well, dragon bones just fly. If you hit them at the right angle, they just fly like hundreds of meters, sometimes thousands. It's kind of weird. Some people are saying that's a glitch also, but I don't think so. It's part of the game engine physics, and it is funny. It's nice to have those sort of things. The game would be a lot more dull without those things. Glitches or not, to make it a lot more fun. So I'll probably be putting some footage of that up here. I did record some footage of my other character, so you can see that. I'll just put it to this. There's nothing that near or startling. Just some getting hit by giants and then blasting dragon bones and then playing with the cart. And then maybe some quest stuff. I did actually turn on God mode on that character because I was so tired of having to drop things, having to cycle through things. I just wanted to play the game. I didn't mind dying and stuff, but just the fact of not being able to carry as much as I would like. I mean, they did away with durability, yeah, and then they didn't do away with encumbrance. But I suppose that would be too game breaking, because then you could just carry everything, like I was doing when I activated God mode, which is a big time cheat. But I wanted to fly through the stuff just to see as much as I could, you know, so I didn't want to stop to be cycling through stuff, especially with that menu. It's so god awful. I really don't like it. That's one thing they did so wrong, and hopefully I really should take a look at the mods to see if they've addressed that and changed that and fixed that. I know there's text changing mods to change the text, and some people say that changes the game so much for the better. Just the text, because the text is so boring and generic. You need something with character. I mean, it's Skyrim. You should have had something stylized in the Nord sort of text style. I mean, it's just black and white and plain text. I guess it's minimalist, which is what they were going for. But I mean, if it's minimalist, they should have laid it out in a way that you had to do minimal cycling to get where you wanted, instead of having to cycle through a million